of Bighorn Inspection, Petrochemical, and Refinery Inspection. Bighorn Inspection, bighorninspection.com.
Denise Smith, Public Relations, Montana Rescue Mission, MRM. And how'd your summer go, Denise, considering the flood and all the other things that you were doing?
Well, we're dried out, so that's a good thing.
How did it all end up? People come through and help you out?
We did. We're going to actually have a celebration with the community here in the next week or so, as soon as we finalize the finishing touches on the dining room and the kitchen, just to say thank you to the community for all their hard work in helping us during that flood.
Yeah, that was a big story this summer in and around Billings, and like other events like that happened over history, Billings, Montana, and surrounding communities, they really stepped up to help out. It's good to see.
They did, most definitely. We were very blessed for all the support we received.
As we move on to the other season coming up here, the Montana Rescue Mission, MRM, preparing to serve Thanksgiving dinner, and to a lot of people, how can we help you out with that event?
So what we're in need of is two things. That's items for the meal itself, and then items, and then volunteers to come help us out as well.
And you're talking all the trimmings, turkeys and green beans and onions and celery, et cetera, et cetera. And how can they, what do they do? They bring the donations to MRM or?
Yep. If they could just bring them down to our men's shelter, which is located at 2822 Minnesota Avenue. And specifically, we're in need of turkeys, green beans, the durkey onions.
Now, durkey onions are they're like the hard, stringy onions?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and then celery, mushroom soup, and then pre-made pumpkin pies.
Okay. How many years have you guys been volunteering and getting volunteers to help out with the MRM Thanksgiving meal?
Well, we've been around since the 40s, and ever since then, we've provided Thanksgiving, Christmas, and Easter.
And I think that people wait for this event, and if they can help out, they certainly do. Is there a need for volunteers this year?
Yes, there is. And specifically, we're needing drivers this year.
Okay.
We take meals out to shut-ins or those individuals unable to travel to the mission. And then all the Meals on Wheels recipients we receive from that program, and we deliver those meals that day as well.
All right, give us the dates as to when the help is needed to at least sign up for help.
Well, if we could get people, the sooner the better, we can get volunteers signed up. They're needed for the actual Thanksgiving Day, which is Thursday, November 24th. We'll get drivers down here, get them dispensed out to delivering those meals. And then we also need help in the dining room with food preparation and decorating the dining room. So we're pretty well off when it comes to people that are willing to serve the meal that day. But in decorating, food preparation, and drivers is really where we're needing assistance.
All right, 259-3800.
Yep.
And my notes say up until 5 p.m. November 22nd would be the best.
Yes, that's as far as anybody needing a meal.
All right.
That gives us time to prepare and make sure we have enough drivers to get those out to the folks in need of them.
All right, in the meantime, get the donations dropped off to the men's shelter, 2822 Minnesota Avenue for the Montana Rescue Mission. And Denise Smith, Public Relations Manager. Any last comments here?
Well, the only other thing I'll say is we're having an open house. If people haven't been on a tour of the men's shelter, they can come down at 10 o'clock or 2 o'clock on November 16th and join us for a tour.
All right, great celebration, Denise Smith, always. Yeah. Thanks for your time. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Larry.
What is going on around town? What's happening is courtesy of Bighorn Inspection, Petrochemical, and Refinery Inspection. Bighorn Inspection, bighorninspection.com.
Livin Large Larry live from the Redline Computer Studios next to the Dollar Tree off of King Avenue West in Billings, Montana. This is Livin Large Larry live.
After a late night, it's Billings Mayor Tom Hannell. Welcome and good morning, Tom. A little bleary-eyed this morning?
Well, a little, Nick, but not too bad. Yes, it was late, but it was definitely worth staying up for, that's for sure.
Absolutely was. Mayor, if I could just ask you what you thought and your reaction to some of the races, of course, as everything from Secretary of State to the U.S. House and more. Just your reaction, Tom.
You know, Nick, I pretty much had it called the way it turned out. The Secretary of State's mentioning that one. You have to give Corey Stapleton credit. I honestly thought Monica would do quite well there. She's well known and has served the state, in a very good capacity. That one I knew was going to be tight, was going to be tough, but it was a little bit more of a spread than I expected. But other than that, a lot of the other issues, as far as the positions and so forth, pretty much the way I had it picked. I knew that Governor Bullock was going to be extremely difficult to push aside, and as you say, there's still a few votes to come in on that one yet, so I'm being cautious. But at the same time, I thought all along that the presidential race would turn out the way it did, and a lot of people were doubtful, but it turned out even more so in that direction. So, very exciting times.
Absolutely is. Billings Mayor Tom Hanel is with. Mayor, haven't had you on for a couple of weeks. A couple of things I'd like to get caught up on. Understand that there's been a change with a new director now for the Billings Planning and Community Services Department, but he has been with the department, I understand, for a number of years. If you want to talk about Wyeth Friday.
Wyeth Friday, yes, very fine gentleman. Nick, I think what really put him above the others by a long shot was the fact that he's so professional, calm, collect. He delivers himself. He delivers the planning department in such a professional manner. He just is a fine individual. He is very well educated, has been in this position before other states. Interesting enough, he also has a degree in journalism. He is Sheridan, Wyoming, his hometown. He's not too far from home. Has served the city of Billings well now for a long time. I'm very confident, comfortable he'll do a fine job. And as I say, his demeanor is just outstanding. So we congratulate him wholeheartedly.
Mayor, let's talk about the Inner Belt Loop. Of course, it's been talked about for years now, and I know you got an update, and I guess a way that I could kind of summarize this, I guess it has to do everything from bonds to even possibly a bridge, and the airport is involved because of possible runway expansion. If you could give us an update.
Absolutely, Nick. Well, as you say, this has been discussed for several years. Is it needed? Yes, it is. So we've had, as you know, in the past years, catastrophes, disasters with storms and so forth that have emphasized the need. But just the same as Billings continues to grow, this is going to provide an opportunity for a loop, if you wish, around Billings to save time. It'll be much more efficient. It'll also provide the ability for emergency services to get to and from much better. But the alignment of the particular Inner Belt Loop, we're going to call it, we've looked at several proposals, and yes, it would have been nice to shorten it to come out between Highway 3 or Zimmerman Trail and North 27th Street, come out onto Highway 3, somewhere in between there.
Sure.
So once persons come out onto Highway 3, they can make an easy decision whether they're going to go one direction, go downtown, or the other direction, head to the west end. But that just didn't seem to work. The FAA did not prefer that we come that area. They considered that an obstruction for the airlines. And then with the future growth of the airport, expansion of runways, it would have been difficult. So we're back to the original plan, which goes back in behind Reberg Ranch, comes out at Highway 3 precisely at the Zimmerman Trail. Now, what that means is that we're going to probably be looking at bonds in order to fund this. It's been many, many years, almost 15 since the last bond was put on the ballot for transportation needs, and it did pass. And we were about a year and a half out from having that paid off. So timing is good. We introduced a bond sale for funding, and then we will probably include other projects such as the widening improvement of 32nd Street to receive that traffic coming off of Highway 3. So very exciting times for the city of Billings. This has been something, as I say, it's coming for a long time, and yes, it's going to happen.
Billings Mayor Tom Hanel is my special guest. Mayor, if we could talk, this happened a couple of weeks ago, and it actually started before you became mayor, but it's been the majority of your time as Billings mayor. But if you could just talk about the Committee on Homelessness. I know we spoke about that. It is sunsetted, I believe, a couple of weeks ago, but there'll be some programs that'll continue. And if you could also talk about the role that the Billings Metro Vistas played, which was integral in a lot of the programs.
Absolutely. Yes, Nick. It was recognized many years ago that there's a definite need to help those that are less than fortunate, those that are destitute, and yes, homeless fits into that category, and Billings was having a problem back then. There were an extreme number of people that were wandering the streets and in need, and so consequently the committee was formed. It's carried on very successful. It was designed to sunset in 10 years, and that's exactly what's happened. But as a result, several other different organizations, different opportunities have spun off of that main committee. And yes, the Metro Vista project with Vista Corps volunteers, they have been absolutely phenomenal. That is where we really got a foot in the door, and we've been recognized nationally for the success of our program. Those volunteers, those persons that have come to us over the years, so we get new, different persons each year, have saved the local taxpayers several hundred thousands of dollars. They have brought to the city of Billings through their projects up into the millions of dollars of programs that will be around for a long time. Nothing other than just simply success. It was a great program. The Mayor's Committee on Homelessness, yes, it did sunset, it's gone away, but as a result, several other programs will remain and are doing very well.
Sounds good, Mayor. Just 1 minute left. Wanted to ask you here while I have you on. Understand coming up later this month, you'll be looking to fill up, I believe, at least 15 openings when it comes to city boards and commissioners. Application deadline is November 25th, and that'll be coming up for you here soon, it looks like, Mayor.
Absolutely, and this is an annual situation. You know, we have committees, boards, commissions. There's 30 total, which encompasses at least 300 persons, because most of them have 10 persons on each of those. They're volunteers, local Billings citizens that help us out tremendously, provide us with a lot of guidance. So it's that time of year. Some of these terms will expire. Some of these people are termed out. And so we're looking for others to take their place. So please get on the city's website, pay attention to the Billings Gazette, the Billings Times. We will be advertising. We'll be showing persons, displaying where we need help, and looking forward to making new appointments.
Tom, we're out of time, but thank you for your time today. I appreciate it after a late night for a lot of us, and we'll be able to look forward to speaking with you coming up next Wednesday.
Absolutely, Nick. And the election is over, and I can only encourage people, no matter how it turned out, if you're a candidate or you're a person won or lost, let's get behind those that won now. Let's be good citizens and help to enforce and encourage them to be successful and lead this country in the right direction.
What is going on around town? What's happening is courtesy of Bighorn Inspection, Petrochemical, and Refinery Inspection. Bighorn Inspection, bighorninspection.com. Trained barber haircuts, Jim and Austin's Barbershop, 2225 Main in the Heights, the best $10 haircut ever. Jim and Austin's Barbershop, the official barber for the Livin Large Larry live show. Like him on Facebook, Jim and Austin's Barbershop up in Billings Heights. 2225 Main in the Heights, Jim and Austin's Barbershop. Proud supporters of the JCs. It seems everywhere you look there's values, there's coupons for this, coupons for that. But if you want the true value, get Hometown Values. Get it? Well, it's mailed to your home. Thousands get the Hometown Values magazine, and it is the real size of a magazine. It's not the size of the palm of your hand. And look through it. Practical items, Hometown Values for each section of our area. Hometown Values, Billings and Laurel. It's probably on your counter right now, by the way, or your mailbox. Log on to myhometownvalues.com.
Livin Large Larry live from the Redline Computer Studios next to the Dollar Tree off of King Avenue West in Billings, Montana. This is Livin Large Larry live.
Our replay of segments on livinlargelarry.com on the show from Keystone Mortgage Company here in Billings, and purchase, refinance, investment properties, and a brand new place to call home for work. Keystone Mortgage downtown now, across from the pub station, 2442 First Avenue North. You can find them on Facebook. Type in the keyword Keystone. Keystone Mortgage Company. You aren't just a number, you're our number one priority. I think you'll love the changes at Keystone Mortgage. Redline Computer Studios in West Billings, next to the gigantic Wave Car Wash. LiveAlargeLarry.com. Here, and says, I teased earlier Cindy Graff with anti-cryotherapy.
Here we are.
Here you are, and here I am, and live on YouTube, and you can access that through LiveAlargeLarry.com.
Tuesdays with Livin Large.
Yes, and a couple of times every month, at least, Cindy Graff comes in, talks about anti-cryotherapy. There's been some pretty cool changes literally cool changes at NT Cryotherapy. What's going on?
Yes, there have.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, we have moved our machine and the cryo chamber next door into the Beauty Mark Salon. Got it all set up, and we're running over there now. So
I walked in there the other day to say hey to you and your new digs, and it's a cute little setup you have there.
it is. It's just enough room for the service in the room there, and that's what we needed to keep it going. So
How are the workers at the beauty salon treating you?
they're already very curious, the ones that haven't tried it. So I'm trying to get them in at some time to try it so they can talk about it to their customers. But they are also, the other customers are questioning what's going on, and
That's how you
they're-
build a business right there.
You bet. So the word is going around the salon. And at a salon, that's what it is.
Yes.
It's people getting their hair
A lot
done
of
and
talk and
different
gossip.
service and talking with their hairdresser about things that are going on. So,
I guess the address would be 805 24th Street West, suite number 5.
yes.
It's literally 2 steps from
Yeah,
where NT
it's one
Cryotherapy
door
was.
down
It's right
from
there.
where we were. Nicole Knight, the window painter, came in and pulled my windows down and just moved my logo and the same thing right over on their windows. So you will see that Ashley from the Beauty Mark said, yeah, put your logo up on this window here right next to where you were.
That's cool.
Kind of looks like you're just still there. So
I mean, for since you opened, you've been hammering that NT Cryotherapy brand in the colors that you've used, and to
Yes.
most people, they'll drive into the same shopping complex, see your logo, and
there we are. We're right in that building.
a lot
so.
won't a lot of people might not even realize that it's a new location, so they walk into it.
Right, and I'm having new customers already.
Good.
That, don't know that. And working on Nicole's getting me my hours and my logo for the front door.
Mm-hmm.
So that'll be there as well, and people know we are in there. When you do come in, I have a place there right at the desk, so you'll see me and I'll greet you, and we'll go ahead and go back and do your service.
So NT Cryotherapy, and over the last, over a year now, we've talked about, or close to a year, we've talked about how you've pushed athletes, but let's clarify that NT Cryotherapy is not just for athletes.
It is not. The athletes do come in and they do make up a pretty good segment of my clientele. But I'll tell you, the chronic pain people are also big. It is for rheumatoid arthritis, fibromyalgia, lupus, autoimmune diseases.
Sleep apnea.
Yes, people who are having a hard time sleeping, this will help you with that, as far as energy-wise as well. Thyroid conditions where you don't get any energy, come on in and see us. Let's pump that up and get it going. Also, in just regular pain from getting older.
What?
No, not
Are
you.
we getting older?
Not you.
Yes,
not
we are.
you.
Yes,
but-
yes, I am.
aches and pains of getting older, I'll tell you what, this is really good to flush your system out of toxins and get your blood moving in there so that you can get moving.
I think it's a good move. It's compact, intimate, same great service, NT Cryotherapy, just next door to the old location. Talk price points.
Ooh,
I know that's changed a little
yes,
bit.
it
I know you want
has.
to talk about that.
I'm very excited to say that I have been asked to, about maybe lowering the single price, the single service price. And so we've done that. When we took this move, we made it very simple now. There is a first-time freezer that tries it for $25, and then there's $35 is a single service now. $35, come on in, we'll chill you out after your first time. There is a 3 for $99 3-pack that expires in 30 days from when you buy it.
Okay.
And then our regular membership for those who have chronic pain or want to use the machine more
Right.
than 3 times a week.
So Carrie's purchased gift cards from you, or
Yes,
wants them on
everything
the
is still
auction.
good.
Still good. Okay.
Yep, I mean, if you've got your Deal of the Day certificates, and you've got, there's also some gift cards out there from ABC, 6, Fox 4. They're all just worth a value.
Okay.
Remember that. Your certificate you bought, say, for $12.50
Right.
on deal of the day is a $25 certificate.
Okay.
So their value is it's not just for a service, it's for that amount of money. So if you bought 4 of those, you got $100 to
Right.
spend, and that goes towards anything that we
What is going on
sell.
from Big
Right
Horn
now,
Inspection,
anything we
Big Horn
sell is
Inspection.com.
lower than $100,
31st
except
annual
for our
fest-
membership, of course.
Do I dare say, in regards to anti-cryotherapy and the holidays, you have anything planned for the holidays?
I
What
do.
is
I
going
do.
on
I'm
from
looking
Big-
forward to Black Friday. We got some
Big
stuff
Horn
coming up for
Inspection,
Black
Big Horn
Friday.
Inspection.com.
Also got
30
gift cards. Don't forget those gift cards for your loved ones. Give the gift of health.
Ooh, yes.
I mean, really, could you give somebody a better gift than taking away or giving some relief to their pain? I can't think of anything better, so that they can have better quality of life. Come on in, get those gift cards. We got them, any amount, and we're ready.
Help build your clientele. Anti-cryotherapy, just next door to where you're used to going, 805 24th Street West, suite number 5 for all the newbies. Keep that address in mind, and 805 24th Street West, suite number 5.
Yes,
is where
right
you are.
inside the Beauty Mark Salon.
Okay. What else going on in your life?
Oh, not much. We went to I also, delve into a nutrition company called Isogenics.
Yes.
And so we've been doing some of that. A lot of vendor fairs going on these days, as far as gift and vendor shows. So we did one at the Shrine over the weekend with the Isogenics nutrition company, and it was great.
Good.
I really do like it. Carrie and you are looking it over now, and we'll see how that goes with that. So
We've heard about it and did some research on it, and knew that you were pushing that, and glad it's going well for you.
yeah, it is going well. They have an athletic line. That is the main reason I got into it, was because of the athletic line goes along with my service, but also the weight loss and the aging. Aging gracefully, I guess. I would really like to
Sure.
do that. So, healthy aging is what I use it for, and just want to live long and prosper.
So if you have questions, talk to Cindy Graff at N2 about that. You went to backflips and beatdowns?
We did.
How was that?
Oh, that was really fun. I had never seen anything much like that.
What kind of set the scene for us, for those who haven't
Well,
gone?
as you went in, you would go downstairs. It was on the floor of the Metro, and we sat down, and you've got your octagon. Well, it's the fighting ring.
So you got your, like real tables and stuff you sit down
Yeah,
to?
tables right around this ring that the MMA fighters fight in, and on each side of the ring is a ramp. And these motorcycles would take off and do flips right above the fighter cage and then land on the other ramp coming down.
Wow.
Now they had four-wheelers, they had motorcycles, dirt bike type.
Any cool wipeouts?
And there was a snowmobile they did this with.
Okay, that's ridiculous.
Now, when they land, there's hardly any room down there to land. And yes, the snowmobile guy did end up against the wall. He was okay. Nobody could see it. It was back in the back. But people that were over on that edge said he was pretty well pinned in there, and they got him out, and everything was fine.
What'd be cool is if they were doing the backflips on the ramps while the fighters were fighting.
Yeah.
At the same time.
Yeah, they don't quite do that
Not
for
yet.
safety
I understand
reasons.
that. Wouldn't that be a thrill, though?
But it's really a fun time. It gives you the excitement of the backflips, and then you've got the great fights, the MMA fights for the beatdowns, and I really, really do enjoy that combination. It was really fun.
So, thoughts on the presidential election, which today is?
My husband and I will vote tonight after I get off work.
Hey, producer Dustin's here. Dustin, do you want to talk about politics? No. That's why Dustin stays in the background.
That's right.
If you didn't hear that,
That's
he said a very stern no. No, it is election day today.
It is.
And
Very exciting day.
It's been a crazy election cycle.
I'm really glad it's going to be over. I hope it's going to be over.
Yeah, I hope it will be over, too.
Well, you never know. Remember,
Oh, I know Florida might come into play again and mess up all the votes.
all that or whatever. Who knows what in this crazy world could happen?
Livin' Large
but,
Larry live from the Redline Computer Studios next to the Dollar Tree off of King Avenue West in Billings, Montana. This is Livin' Large Larry live.
What is going on from Bighorn Inspection, bighorninspection.com, 31st Annual Festival of Trees.
Yeah.
And this is coming up with the gala. 2 weeks ago, the dinner and the tree auction that happens every year at 6 p.m. That's Thursday, December 1st for the 31st Annual Festival of Trees. And this is a change of venue this year. And all the fundraising efforts goes to the Family Tree Center. And we appreciate your support. The new location is Metro Park Expo Center. Grew out of the Shrine Auditorium for the event. So 31st anniversary of Festival of Trees in Billings at Metro Park, the Expo Center on December 1st with the gala, and then the viewing and the craft and gift show. That's on Friday, December 2nd, as well as Saturday, December 3rd. I have the great honor to MC that event again this year for the Festival of Trees and the Family Tree Center. That's coming up again on Thursday, December 1st with the gala dinner and the tree auction. What is going on around town? What's happening is courtesy of Bighorn Inspection, Petrochemical, and Refinery Inspection. Bighorn Inspection, bighorninspection.com.